Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Art School Card Kit of the month from Spellbinders for August 2021. It's all about artsy, craftsy, school, and a little bit of everything in here. We're going to take a look at it, and starting off with our content sheet. The front has some inspirational projects. The reverse side has one of those projects that are on the front, and it shows you how to create it with the dies in the kit. So it's like a little recipe card, how we say that. The cardstock that you get is a gold mirror. It's a specialty, and then you get 8 sheets of colored cardstock. All of these are 8.5 by 11. You get white, pink, red, real pretty orange, and then you get yellow, you get green, 2 shades of blue. Now, you can tell that it is definitely rainbow themed, which is fabulous and colorful and beautiful. And I think it's going to be really fun to play with the kit this month. You always get your envelopes. These are long V-flapped envelopes. You get 10 of them. They're A2 in size to go with your pre-scored and folded A2 size card bases. Next, we're going to take a look at our 6x6 full-size paper pad. It's called Art School. There are 40 sheets in this paper pad. You get 20 different patterns, 2 of each pattern. I like to trim the top of the bag off, so when I'm done, I can put my scraps in there. But you can see there are a lot of two-tones. That's like a paper print rainbows, which is very beautiful. It matches perfectly with your cardstock. Some crafty elements with paints and gold accent on that one. You get black and white patterns. More little rainbows, grid lines, flowers, backpacks even for kids getting ready to go back to school in August. So this is your 6x6 paper. This looks like flowers, guys, but you know what? It's so pretty, but it's pencil shavings. I never thought that I would say pencil shavings were pretty, but it really does turn out neat in pattern paper. But that is your full-size paper pad here. Now, I don't know if you guys know it, but sometimes Spellbinders has card kit extras. If you want to skip the kit and just go for the paper pad and some embellishments they often have, check out the card kit extras over at the Spellbinder shop, guys. They often have them outside the kit. You don't have a subscription for that. But this is your stamp set. That heart is just so fun. You get an easel that your sentiments will fit in. Images like rainbows and a little girl, a little artsy girl with a little beret, and then some crafty sentiments also. Next, you get some puffy stickers. These are real puffy stickers. Sometimes Spellbinders has the hard ones. These are soft and pliable. And this is be you, cool, friend, creative, kind, crafty, wow, and yes. And lots of hearts, guys. You also get some chipboard stickers. These are self-adhesive chipboard stickers. You get 2 sheets. So you get the front of this package, and then there's some more behind it. But this is nice for sentiments. You get your little pencils and paintbrushes and flowers and even a little gumball machine, which I love. So you get some adhesive back chipboard stickers with the kit this month. Next, you get a sheet of some smaller sized puffy stickers. These are nice little accent pieces, but there are paintbrushes in here, little paint tubes, and little girls and rainbows and some little critters also. Next, we're going to take a look at our die cut pack, and there are tons of die cuts in here. If you don't know what's in the Spellbinder kit, you know they always pack it with die cuts. I'm going to go through them really fast. In fact, I'll speed up the video. But those little tiles will spell out create. Get some buses, and this is a little lemonade stand, which is super cute. I just think Spellbinders always packs them. But this month, I would say for the most part, the die cuts are on the smaller side. But they're always super fun, and they coordinate with everything beautifully. These are great because there's tons of sentiments in here, and if you like collage cards, this is perfect for that. You can see there's pens and pencils and gumballs and clipboards, even trees, and there's lots of flowers too, which I like. An easel with a rainbow. So we're going to be using some of these on our project today. Now following this video, guys, I'll be doing my 10 card one kit video where I create 10 cards with this kit. And just click on the link at the very back of the video and it'll take you right to it. We're still going. There's lots and lots in here. I think the flowers are super pretty. There's quite a few color palettes or colored palettes for your paint brushes, but lots and lots. And that is just about it. There's even some fruit in here, guys. So I'm going to pack these back up, put them in the package, and then we're going to zoom back out and continue. There's more to the kit, which is really nice. Next, there is some sequins. You get some red sequins, and then you also get your adhesives. You get some double-sided tape and then some foam tape. And then you get a package of dies. This month the dies are super fun. There are there's not an easel. I was gonna say there's this time I'm gonna grab my little magnetic board to put them on. Let's just show you. This is your paint palette. Magnetic board doesn't come with the kit, guys. That's just one I created. Spellbinders has these spacer shims that were on sale a few years back. So I picked quite a few up, and then I just put rounded the corners of a magnetic sheet and glued it down. It's actually adhesive back, so I just added it to it, and it works out perfectly for when I do videos. But you get 2 paintbrushes. You get your little paint bottle, your paint palette, some flowers, a leaf, and then details for your paintbrushes. So we're going to die cut out everything and take a look at what these dies do. I like doing this during the unboxing because during my 10 card one kit video it tends to run a little bit long, and so if I do it during the unboxing, I can slow down and actually share with you what these dies can do, or how to do it, at least how I think you're supposed to do it. So I have all of the pattern paper. Now I want to die cut out the paint palette. In the paint palette there's 6 different little hearts that are supposed to be paint. So I need 6 different colors of cardstock. So that's what I grabbed here. I'm going to die cut out everything, and then we're going to put them all together. Now I went a little crazy. You guys don't have to do this, but I wanted to create a rainbow of paint brushes and also a rainbow of paint tubes. I wanted to just create one of the paint palettes, so I had to die cut out each one of the paint palettes and just take one of the little hearts to create a colorful rainbow on my paint palette here. So, but you can keep those and create all different colors of paint palettes. So you can actually create 6 different ones. There's a little extra pieces left over. So keep those. They're nice for future cards too. We're going to start off by, let's build our little flowers. In the dies, there is the flower centers. I die cut them out with black cardstock. Now black cardstock doesn't come in the kit. I pulled it from my stash. Only because I've seen some black and white pattern papers, and usually when I create with the dies during the unboxing, I use those that I created in my video. So I die cut out 3 sets of these flowers. In each set there's 3 different sizes. I'm going to add dots of glue, and then we'll just add our flower centers to them so they're good to go. Now in this month's die set there's also 2 little leaves, and you can see them there. The flowers have etched detail. Etched detail just means cut lines, not really embossed detail. The cut lines are really a little bit more bold and look really pretty when you die cut out your images. But I think these little black and white flowers are turning out really pretty, and I like that they include flower centers too. If you don't want to fuss with these small flower centers, you can actually use crystal drops or a gem to embellish the center of your flowers. I wanted to show you that there's even etched detail in the leaves, guys, and these are pretty tiny leaves. I'm going to actually adhere them to one of my smallest flowers, and I love details like this, because it just, if it didn't have it, it wouldn't be as spectacular. Let's face it. It would be still pretty, but not spectacular, right? I'm adding little dots of glue. I'm going to put the stems right next to each other, pick up our smallest flower, and put the flower right on top of the leaves so they adhere. But you can see how pretty that is. We're going to set all of these flowers aside. We're going to use these in one of our cards in our next video. And then we're going to make our paint palette next. Set these aside here. Now again, for our paint palette, I'm going to take my black piece of cardstock that I used to cut out the flower centers. I'm grabbing the negative piece that I used to die cut out my red paint palette. I'm using a pencil and tracing right on top of my black cardstock, just going around the edge. Now I'm doing this because when you die cut out your paint palette, the hearts die cut out too. So I'm going to create a backing for it. Very easy. You just use your scissors and trim along it. I go on the inside of the pencil line. You can see here the pencil line still there on the negative piece. This way it's slightly smaller than my die cut palette. I'm just going to add a little glue and adhere the backing to it. This way you can inlay your paint hearts or not, or you want to pop them up, which is what I'm going to do. You have a backing for that, and you can see it just works out perfectly. Just use the negative piece of your die cut. Okay, after we have this done, I'm going to go ahead and take a heart from each one of my colors. I kept one in there just so I didn't duplicate it, and then I have these small foam squares. I'm going to add one to the black area on my palette, and we're going to add our colored hearts. I actually picked up the wrong one here, so I'd have grabbed the right color. But isn't that fun? You have a rainbow paint palette. Now the thumb area, if you want to leave that open, you know, you could just, when you're fussy cutting out, just skip that part, and then you'll have an open thumb area for your paint palette. But super neat, and keep those extra paint palettes because you can make lots more. Now we're going to make a rainbow of paint tubes. To do this, I love this rainbow look. This is the paint cap. When you die cut out the paint cap, you also die cut out the pieces for your paint brushes, the little metal pieces. I'm going to go ahead and add a little glue to each base of my paint tube. Add the caps right on top, and there is not etched, well, there's a little bit of etched detail on the very bottom of your paint tubes, but there's embossed detail, so you know exactly where to put it. Now you see the little two heart squares right above. You put the heart on the very bottom. It fits right in there. Just follow your embossed lines, and then the little 3-dot square you add to the very top. Just butt it up against your paint lid. Very, very fun. I love the way these turned out. I just love the dimension that it has, and there is no dimension. Spellbinders does that for you. And I have the blue, and then last but not least, we're going to do the green. These are pretty good size little paint tubes too. Add it right on the bottom. Right below the heart area there is a line to give it the illusion of the little, it looks like a real paint bottle or paint tube to me, but they're cute. So I have a rainbow of these colors. Next, we're going to do our paint brushes. Again, these are I die cut out these little metal type pieces for your paintbrush. I die cut it out with the gold cardstock, and the gold cardstock is fabulous. I don't, if you guys know the Spellbinders kit, you know it embosses and detail anything you die cut with it. But these go basically in the middle of your paintbrush. Okay, there is embossed lines to where it gives you a guide to where to put it, and then I'm adding some thin lines of glue just above that metal piece. I'm going to call it a metal piece, but it's the gold piece we just added. Then these little white pieces, I die cut out 6 times with white cardstock. You have a large and a small one. This creates like a painted area on the top of your paintbrush. You don't have to add it, but it really does add a lot of detail with those little, with the wiggly lines. But you just add this, butt it up right against that metal piece, so the tip of your paintbrush has paint on it. It looks so fun and so neat. I'll give you a closer look if my camera doesn't go blurry, but isn't that fun? It gives it like you dipped it in paint. So that's the larger paintbrush, and then you also have the smaller paintbrush. You basically do the same exact thing with the smaller paintbrushes. Add your metal piece and then add that little white piece so it looks like your paintbrushes are dipped. So we have a rainbow of 2 different paintbrushes. We have a rainbow of paint tubes and a rainbow paint palette. So I'm looking forward to playing with this kit. You can see here how fun that looks. I'm going to put these aside. There's the red one. And then that is the entire kit this month, guys. Again, following this video is my 10 cards. If you want to check that out, just click on the bottom video. It'll take you right to it. If you're new and want to know more about the Spellbinders Card Kits of the month, it's a monthly subscription. I'll leave the link down below. You can head over there and check out all the details. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. We will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.